The other club that's caught up in this is clearly North Melbourne, and Alistair Clarkson, to use your words, is coaching with one hand behind his back, as you said last week, and I was interested in his comments after the Port Adelaide loss.
The gap between us and Port Adelaide was stark in terms of the quality of their ball use. You know, we had 18 more possessions, but we also had 20 or thereabouts absolute clangers, either by hand or foot, that we just gave the ball back to them. And that was a reflection of the distance in quality between their side at the present time and ours.
So I don't want to hear about skill errors or injuries or clangers. I want to hear about effort. 3 weeks ago, I showed the effort vision from the game against Melbourne. In the first 5 minutes, they essentially didn't try. That's the first 5 minutes of the game. We showed all these effort clips yesterday on the Sunday Football Show. And Alistair Clarkson gets to the media conference after and he talks about skill errors and injury. Why are the players not playing for him? This legendary coach who they're paying $1 million a year for 5 years, that would have been the baseline that I would have expected from an Alistair Clarkson coach team, not effort.
Tough Watch wasn't an empty venue really in Hobart, place they don't want to be really playing. Skill errors.
Yeah. And what are they going to get against the Swans at Marvel Stadium this week? You think it could be under 10,000, something like that, with how they're playing. But look at these numbers, Hutchie. What does he hang his hat on here, Alistair Clarkson? So you want to walk into your players and go, OK, we're going well in this area. But I look at it, tackles might be a nice place to start. They're ranked 18th. It might be, OK, we're defending the ground well. No, that's 17th. We're scoring OK. No, that's 17th. So that's the issue for him at round 8. That there's nothing for him to walk in to sell to his players that they're going OK.
And you spoke about this to simplify the gameplay. Yeah. Look, it might be uncontested marks between the arcs. Yeah. I mean, how many can we shut that down and not concede as many uncontested marks? They've got some issues with their recruits. It's been, I've been critical of their recruiting for a long time, but Aidan Corr might be the worst 5-year contract since Jared Pollock. The lack of anything that he gives in terms of influencing a game, and I was so disappointed to see him punch someone in the face off the ball and have a decision to overturn at the top of the goal square and then miss a week when they've already got 6 injuries and they need the experience and he won't be there. And then the Griffin Logue one, that amount of time, that tenure and that money for what he is producing, you've got to be really careful who you give your long-term contracts to.
So Taron Thomas is back at the club today. I'm told he's not going to play this week, but what do you do with him, Matthew?
Well, I wouldn't play him for a while, Kami. You're quite strong on that.
Well, so it's the right call to not play him this week, but
no, I couldn't agree.
But don't play him for 6 weeks. I mean, the seriousness of the allegations that have been alleged towards him, and the fact that I didn't think he'd play again. That's what I thought. That was and to think that you could even consider playing him in the next fortnight. I love the Tyson Stengel story. Go and make them earn it. And make them earn it for a long period of time to show us how much you want to be. These
allegations are slightly, they're not proven yet. There's still legal stuff to carry out.
But then they're serious.
Very different
give me 6 weeks.
Stengel.
6 weeks body of work before you think about playing him.
And a sign of the times, and I guess in part credit to him, but Ben Cunnington in the reserves, Aaron Hall, Thomas, Will Phillips, Coleman Jones, I think kicked 9. Kane Turner not playing, he's in the reserves. Wardlaw still to come through, and Daniel Howe, who was a recruit. So they've left out some experience to foster these kids.
Yeah, they've got to start getting within 30 points and then get close to winning one. This has now dragged on for, it's 7 weeks. So they've lost 7 in a row, haven't even looked like it. So you want to see some signs. You want to be up at quarter time this week against the Swans or be in the game for long periods, not the effort we've been seeing.